If you thought that the mysterious box and the letters were shocking, wait until you hear what I uncovered next. What started as an innocent trip to my grandfather's attic quickly spiraled into something much bigger. That wasn't just a family secret. This was something that tied my family to history and danger. Let me take you back to where we left off. I had just opened the last letter in the box, a letter written in Russian tied to my grandfather. But this wasn't just any letter. This was a confession, a plea, and a warning, all in one. And it all led back to one name, Anastasia. At first, I didn't understand the significance. I knew about the Romanovs from the history class, the Russian royal family who were executed during the revolution. But what did that have to do with my grandfather, my family? That's when I noticed something else in the box, a small silver locket. The locket was tarnished, but when I opened it, my breath caught in my throat. Inside was a portrait of a young girl. A girl who looked almost identical to my mother when she was young. And behind the portrait, there was a tiny piece of parchment with the words, "Protect the truth at all costs." I couldn't shake the feeling that I was in way over my head. Was this just a strange coincidence, or could my family actually be connected to the Romanovs? And if so, why had my grandfather hidden this all these years? I spent the next few days buried in research. I translated the letters, which revealed fragments of a life I never knew my grandfather had. It turned out during World War II, he had been stationed in Europe, where he crossed paths with a woman claiming to be the last surviving member of the Romanov family. She entrusted him with her child and a warning. They're still looking for us. The letter described a life on the run, a life filled with coded messages, secret handoffs, and dangerous enemies. My grandfather had promised to keep the child safe, and he had done just that until the day he passed away. That child was my mother, and now the truth was in my hands. But there was one problem. The last letter mentioned something else hidden in the house, a key. The key, it said, would unlock the final piece of the puzzle. But before I could find it, something strange happened. The night, I woke up to the sound of footsteps in the attic. At first, I thought it was just my imagination. But when I went to check, I found the attic door was wide open and the box was gone. Someone had been in the house. The next morning, I called my mom to tell her everything. But when I mentioned the Romanovs, her voice went cold. "We don't talk about that," she said. "It's too dangerous." Before I could ask her anything else, the call disconnected. That's when I realized someone was listening. I don't know who they are or how they found out about the box, but I know this. They're after the truth, and now I'm in their crosshair. So now I'm left with more questions than answers. Who was my grandfather really? Who's after me? And what does this key unlock? All I know is this story is far from over. If you want to know what happens next, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned, because trust me, the next chapter of this story is going to blow your mind. Until next time, keep the stories alive.